Good morning, it's Shellen, and I am here because I've had a lot of people not know, or I guess ask, how to create Facebook parties, Facebook events, Facebook groups. Excuse me. So I am going to do a recording today on how to do so. So I am going to share my screen. It should just take a second. All right, so right now on my screen, let me move this away. I've got my Facebook open. So when you want to create a group or an event, and that is completely up to you, I've done them both ways, and that's a whole nother topic of conversation. But if you want to create a Facebook group or event, you want to go to your home page. So up here on the right side, click home. And you can see right here on the left under Explore is Events and Groups. So let's say you want to do an event. So you click on Events, and then you can see up here, this needs to get moved. Okay, up here on the left side, it says My Events. When you click on Upcoming Events, these are all your upcoming events. And you can click down here on Show All. So it'll show all the upcoming events. You can click on upcoming. Actually, no, let me see here. Oh, no. Okay, so you can click, you can click on calendar to see it all in a calendar format, which I'm not particularly fond of, and I really never look at that. I have never looked at Discover, don't know what it is. It's probably finding groups for me to join or events for me to join. And then here is something really handy called past events. So anything that's over that you have been a part of or invited to and you want to see it, click on it. And I know it goes way, 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 way back. You can just keep scrolling and it'll keep going way back. I'm already in February. All right. So let me go back up. Okay. And then if you want to create an event, click this one on the left, create. Okay, so that's what you want to do. You want to create an event. So once it opens, I never choose a theme. I always upload my own photo, and you guys are welcome to use anything that I put out there, just an FYI. Add your name. For location, if it's a live party, I usually will just put like Fort Wayne, Indiana, and leave it up to the host if they want their address in it. If it's a Facebook party, I usually don't even put anything. Date and time is very important because if you don't put an end time, right here you can click on this to put an end time. Whenever your end time is, it will then go to your past events, which makes perfect sense. But once it's in your past events, you cannot edit it anymore. Okay, so let's say you're starting a Facebook party today that's 10 days long. So you started at 4 or 5. It's 10 a.m. right now, so I don't really want to start it at 10 a.m. So let's say 11 a.m. And let's say I do not put an end time, then at 11 a.m. today it's going to end. Okay, so you want to make sure you have an end time. And I always, for my 10 days parties, make it 10 days. And if I keep it longer, I then put it in my past events, and people will just have to go find it in past events. And then I put my description down here where it asks for description. And then you click, and I do click guests can invite friends right here. I leave that clicked. And if you look up here on the top left, it says create private event. You can create a private event or a public event. You really want to create private events because if you create a public event, you're pretty much spamming every single person in your Facebook account with that Facebook event. And you don't want to do that, and you don't want to make anybody mad. So it defaults to private events, so you just want to keep it there. Okay, so once you've created an event, let me just put something in here. Hi. Okay, I'm going to create the private event here on the bottom right. Create private event. Okay, so this is my event. Since I didn't add a picture, let's add a picture. So it'll open up and and it looks the same view. So I'll go to upload photo and I have pictures of banners. So there's my banner I just chose. And then right here, once it's created, you have to go back in and edit it to do this. But right here, it says co-hosts. So I want to add a co-host. I'll add my husband. Once you add a co-host, save it. Okay, so I put the banner in and I put the co-host in, and then if you need to change anything else, that's fine. You can do that by clicking edit right here. But the beautiful thing about having a co-host, let me see about, I don't see what I want to show you. So once, they might have to accept the invitation. And my husband is out of town. Oh, he's already been invited. Okay, so once they accept the invitation, there is just this beautiful opportunity for them to message everybody that is right under here. And you know what? I'll go into a current event of mine and show you in a minute, but let's finish with this. So here's your event. You wanna, let's see what this is. Oh, this is really nice. So if you're creating more than one event at a time, you can click on duplicate event, these three little dots right there, and it'll duplicate it. But you want to go to the bottom left here and it says one friend invited. If it's a different person, you don't want them. So you want to hover over their name and X them out and save it, and then create private event. And then that person will no longer be invited to the event, but you'll have a duplicate invitation, which is beautiful. I love doing that. All right, so again, when you want to start inviting people, here's your invite button. Choose friends. Click on it. It's opening. So you could either click on people's names and it'll show them up on the side, or you can type people's names in and every single Amy that I just typed in will show up. Oh, and look, I want to invite that one. So you click on that person's name and did it show up? Oh yeah, it did show up right here. Or if you put the wrong person in, again, you can hover over their name and X them out. All right. Very easy, very simple to do. But now I want to go into an event that I have going on and kind of show you something. Let's see. Why am I not seeing it? Well, typically in your events, once you've added your co-host, they're able, there's like a little, like where this invite is. Let me click on that and see what happens. Where that invite is, no, it's not there either. You know, Facebook changes things all the time. Let's try a different one. Let's see what happens with it when I go to Chelsea's party. It's not showing there either. Maybe it's before they start inviting. I don't really remember, but when you create an event, look for this. Underneath this invite button, once you've created an event and you've added a co-host and they've accepted it, there's a little button here that says message. And your host or you should be able to click on it, type up a private message, and then you have the option of sending it to everybody as either A, a group, or B, individually. So of course, I always tell all my hosts that no one likes being mass invited to events and that they should use that option. And I'm wondering if because they used it, it's not there anymore. I don't really know. So anyway, something to look for and to learn more about. Like I said, Facebook is ever changing. So that is how you create and you find your events. Now I'm going to go back and click on my home button on the top right here. And I'm going to show you real quick how you create a group. It's pretty much the same thing step by step. Here on the left is Explore, Events, and Groups. Click on Groups. Top right, the green plus, Create Group. And then you can just go ahead and add what you want. I always pin it to the shortcuts so I can find it super easily. I always do it also, how do I do it? I always do it as a closed group as well, again, so I'm not spamming everybody, but you wanna make sure you name your group and you add your host, and then you hit create. And then the groups don't ever fall off of your shortcuts until you take it out of your shortcuts. So these obviously I have in my shortcuts that I think it's time to take them out. Anyway, that is how you create groups and events on Facebook. And if you guys have any questions, just ask on our Hotshots page because there's a lot of us who do know what we're doing when it comes to Facebook, and we'd love to help you. All right, guys, make it a great day. Talk to you soon.
Today I'm going to be showing you how to do record it, and you can click open. It's going to open up where you're recording.